If you have a tight inner thigh, don't worry, we're going to give you an awesome stretch that you're going to be able to address this with, because if you have that, you can experience back, knee, or hip pain. So we really want to work on that. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video. We're going to give you some wiggle points and also regressions to make this easier if you find it too challenging. First thing you're going to do is get yourself a nice soft pillow for your knee. Then you're going to kneel down on one side and the other leg is going to go out straight until you feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh. From there, we put our hands down on the floor and keeping our breathing relaxed, we start to rock forwards and backwards, trying to get that stretch sensation to feel a little easier as we move. Then, when we've reached 20 seconds, what we're going to do is squeeze in a little bit so you feel the muscle working, and then relax that off and go whoop, whoop, with your foot a little bit more out to the side. Then we continue again for another 20 seconds, adjusting the hands if you need to. Relax your breathing, keep it chilled the whole time, and after the next 20 seconds, have another little bit of a squeeze, might feel a little bit harder to do, and then again, whoop, whoop, move that foot slightly out to the side. So every 20 seconds, you're going to move out until you've accumulated 1 full minute. You're going to do this on both sides, and you're going to do this for 2 rounds. Some awesome wiggle points we can have to explore this stretch even further is messing around with the torso position. So you notice now Jenny has leaned out to the side. We can start to find little different corners of the hip by doing that. So walk yourself around and just see, can you feel anywhere that feels extra tight? We can also play around with the foot positioning as well. So Jenny has pointed her toe up to the ceiling so she can rock back and forth. You'll feel this going towards the hamstrings a little bit more. Remember, you can stop and squeeze in at any point. You can try and walk the foot out that little bit further as well. And our final wiggle point is to change the foot positioning as well. So Jenny has moved her foot slightly more in front, doing the same idea, same stretches, and then you can go back to the original position. And then as well, you can go slightly behind yourself as well. Remember, your hips, ball, and socket joint has loads of variables for movement, so we want to make sure we're moving around and looking for anything that feels different, especially if there's any difference side to side. If you can't kneel, you can use your bed or a box or your stairs or a chair, and you can do the same ideas, just having the leg standing. Really nice variation. It's also nice just to play with this anyway, even if you don't struggle with the other one. What you want to be focused on is keeping the breathing still relaxed and still remembering to squeeze in before you move the foot out. If you're having issues with your adductors, you can work on these things every day, and once you feel like things are better, you still want to make sure you're keeping these things up for around 2 to 3 times a week, just as part of your warm-ups.